In this video, I want us to deal with the expose. Advocate Sikhakhane was launching his book. Guess what? Exposed to Judge or former Chief Justice Raymond Zondo. He gives us a history of basically what happened. You will remember that it was during the time when he was busy representing former President Jacob Zuma, where they've gone to the point of telling the judge to recuse himself. And so he speaks about the compromise, how judges can be, look, judges are compromised. You know that you have a personal relationship with me, but you continue. And I spoke about that not long ago when Judge Hlophe was appealing to the very same people who dismiss his case. And I'm like, I feel like the justice system sometimes there's faulty in how it was structured. I mean, come to think of it, Judge A, reject your application or your application, and then you must come to the very same Judge A to ask Judge A to give you what appeal, things like that. I kind of feel like, man, the justice system is created in a shaky ground here, man. Come on, but yeah, things like that in relation to Judge Raymond Zondo. He exposes the fact that this man, there was a relationship. I am also related to him too, right? There is that close relationship. Why was he presiding over that? Why he was supposed to recuse himself from that, but he refused. He wanted to cling to that. You know what I'm saying? So he exposed Zondo. We'll talk about some of the things that he does speak about, because it's not just a Zondo thing that he speaks about, but there's more. But before we can continue with more, let's start with the Zondo one here.
Because up until this book, you've never been able to tell the story of the pressure of that moment and how you navigated it.
But all of you, look at my sister. Look at her face. Doesn't she look like Zondo? I'm serious, by the way. And the reason my sister looks like Zondo is because Zondo and my aunt is his grandmother. Zondo is actually a child of our cousin. It's a long story. So I'm giving you the personal background because it was not simple. And so before I went to ask him to recuse himself, I phoned him and said, brother, I have a difficult brief to ask you to recuse yourself. So it was not easy. The Deputy Chief Justice of the country with relations with me and my family. And he's a man that we like, we're proud of, but I had a job to do. I had justice to perform. And being relatives had no role. And so it was hard, and it was hard because the level of depravity in South Africa is so high. The fact that I must ask someone to recuse themselves when they are so entangled with a litigant shows the depravity, because it should be easy for anybody to say, I can't sit as a judge if I had a fight with this person about a woman, I have a fight about this person about family relations, I hate them or I like them. Any sensible judge would just recuse themselves. So it was hard to spend the whole day argue something that is very simple. But it was also harder to watch South Africans whom I had trusted that because they emerged from persecution, would understand justice, had taken a binary approach of narratives and were unable to know that Zuma, Arthur, Nomtobo, Julius, and everybody deserves justice because they're human. It was hard to find out that South Africa is not there. But
so, having said that, I was saying to you guys, we're gonna bring the other. I think there are about 2 videos from Advocate Sikhakhane that I'm about to bring. So don't worry about that. He's gonna touch another very important point about the Constitution. Sure. Very, 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 very important point about the Constitution. But we'll talk about that. Let's finish this one first. The one Judge Raymond Zondo. Whew. I feel like For me, they took a serious compromise there. What was the problem for the man to recuse himself and give the case to somebody else? What was the problem? We saw it happening with the case Yaga Omotoso when I think it was Judge Mandela who eventually decided that, okay, it's fine. Let me recuse myself, and recused himself, and you know what I'm saying? A new judge took over. What was the problem? Why didn't he want to do that? But again, before we can talk about all these things, it will be also nice for people to just, do the right thing here. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contributing to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so now there's another point that he raises about the constitution that must be declared unconstitutional. When he said that, and I said to myself, why so saying Nkulumo? Because EDA, for instance, AfriForum, the about freedom under law, about what, these organizations, they're not gonna like that. You know why? Because their funders have assets that are protected by the Constitution. When you change the Constitution, you are directly affecting their assets. Take, for instance, the issue of the land. The land is one of the things that is in contention, something that is in the hands of you. So what if you change the Constitution and suddenly the Constitution says we must take that land there and distribute equally? These people know how much money are they making out of the land. Are they going to just give it without a fight? So I'm saying, he says that, and I said to myself, why so saying Nkulumo? You think I'm joking? You think he didn't say it, I'm just joking? No, he said it here.
And we've not questioned once, what was Africa's own dispute resolution mechanism? What were the knowledge systems? But in the end, as you say, I actually call for a National People's Assembly, for South Africans to go back and look at what they have done. It is absolutely a disgrace to me that people still live in Folweni, Watabega, Soweto, Vosloorus, Kagiso, Khayelitsha, and it doesn't bother us. And so I'm calling for people to be patient in the end and to suggest, and I've told Shai this, that one of the cases we must do is the case to declare the Constitution unconstitutional. Because if you read the preamble, I keep saying this, that the word apartheid is not mentioned in the Constitution, not once. Because we were so obsessed with pleasing the very people that don't like us. We wanted them to like us. We don't want to hurt them. We called the Sharpeville Day Human Rights Day. We called the day our youth were killed in Soweto Youth Day. We were so polite. And I'm calling in the book at the end to stop the politeness or watch our people die. A slow death of poverty and social degradation is our choice. It's my last fight.
I count myself among the millions who watch your life with pride. Thank you for your work. Thank you for this book. And thank you for tonight.
Thank you all of you.
Okay, let's proceed. We are definitely going to proceed with this one. So, when it comes to the constitution, I don't think that it's going to be possible for people to change the constitution. Why? Because I mean, they that are benefiting from the current form of constitution, even though to some it may be look oppressing, but because they've got the financial means and the power, so the change of that constitution, they would have fought it from the teeth, to the teeth, because they have the financial means and they know that if, for instance, there's a party that really wants to effect change in that aspect, they will do whatever it takes. People are gonna lose their lives. And I'm gonna talk about the same advocate who almost lost his life. There are people who are gonna lose their lives because it's not pap and meat. These people are gonna come up gun blazing, and they will bring their A game when it comes to that. Why? Because their assets are protected in the constitution. So once you change their constitution, they will lose a lot of assets. And hey, it's difficult, guys, to come up on top and live here with us. People will I'm not saying it's the right thing, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying people are going to do whatever it takes. They are going to fight. We are going to see a real fight there. Now, speaking about a real fight, the very same advocate speaks about the fact that there was an Inkabi that was dedicated to take their lives with Arthur Fraser that was paid. There was somewhere a Houghton. Well, some people don't know where Houghton is. It's somewhere around Kipla. Called what? I'll almost say Kipla Park. Kipla Park is that side, man. It's called what? That mall, eh? But after you pass on the freeway, it's called M1 or what? M1, I think so. Joburg. There's Melrose Arc on your right as you are going to Joburg, and Houghton, I think, is going to be on your left. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Advocate Sikhakhane was there. So it has been said that these people, they am I giving a right description about that? I'm not sure, but I think it's around that area. So yeah, I'm saying he speaks about the fact that there was an Inkabi that was sent to them who was supposed to take their lives, and how they survive is also a bit mysterious, but yeah, they do survive. They don't tell us the full details. Well, he was speaking here.
I've left out so much because you wouldn't believe it. Fred Arthur knows if he wasn't here and Roxanne wasn't here and Matu, Pilo and Penula were not here. There's a story I don't write in the book because no one can believe it. That Fraser and I tagged to be killed finally this year in one room in Houghton met our would-be killers. You wouldn't believe it. Apologizing to the two of us for money taken to kill both of us. You wouldn't believe that story if I was telling it alone. He was not here, Bilo was not here, Roxanne was not here. That we sat this year with our would-be killers, given 500 million rand. And he apologized. But I didn't write it because you wouldn't believe it. You would call it fiction. And I've got Tom Moyane here. Where's Tom? I write about the SARS issue in this book because I'm told Tom Moyane put communist heads in my ideas to write a SARS report. I didn't know the man. I called him because so many lies. I wish Pravin Gordhan had not died. I wanted him to read the chapter in this book called The Angels. It's something Aubrey tells people all the time. The devil with halos and angels with horns. There were so many lies were told. And so I've called all of you here to say, here is a book, it may touch some of you. And there are many people. Where is Imran? That's the attorney who got me into trouble about SARS. And that's the attorney. I must tell you, Imran, there was a time when I didn't trust you. Because I thought this Indian guy is going to forsake me. For his guys, he was Ivan Pillais. He's the only guy who stood by me and departed from his client because we knew we were telling the truth that was inconvenient.
Okay, so let's proceed again. So Who do you think would have wanted about Advocate Sikhakhane dead? Because it makes sense who would have wanted Arthur Fraser dead, but who would have wanted Sikhakhane? I'm not saying he doesn't have enemies. I'm just saying based on what we know, public knowledge. Arthur Fraser, I mean, come on, guys. Come on. We know. I mean, we know. Arthur Fraser, yeah, it's pretty much obvious. We know. But let's leave it here. Yay! Yeah, never Arthur Fraser, bagaba sebenza kule country le. Phela guys, one of the things that Arthur Fraser has done is today we know about Phala Phala thanks to abantu abafana nabo Arthur Fraser. I didn't say anything, I'm just saying Guti. Phala, that man, we know Phala Phala because of that man. That man was head of intelligence, I think so. So his work would have created those difficulties, and would have made sense. People wanted him dead because he was a head of intelligence and he has worked on the intelligence, and at the end, he has made a lot of enemies there. So yeah, I'm just saying good. Arthur Fraser makes perfect sense. Sikhakhane, I'm just wondering who wanted umuntu ofana noSikhakhane dead. I mean, there's this understanding that when a lawyer wins a case against you, there's nothing personal. I mean, he's doing his job. It's like a police officer who's giving you a ticket. We kind of feel like, okay, I get it. I may not like the ticket, but the man is doing his job. You know what I'm saying? So, or the woman is doing his job. So, in as much as I don't like the ticket, but I might just accept because this person is doing his job. So is my perception towards Abu Sikhakhane to say they are doing their job. I mean, whether they win a case against you or not, but they are doing their job. Why would you have a problem with a man who's doing his job? It's just, you know what I'm saying? But it's a fact that no matter where you are, no matter which field, no matter what faculty, there is someone somewhere who doesn't want you. And it ends there. They don't want you. And it ends there. Who doesn't want you? Tell me in the comment section below, guys.